So just how excited to get out there against San Francisco? I know you got a couple of days of practice before then,
right?
Get an opportunity to get in the real game again.
Oh, it's going to be fun. I mean, like we've talked about in the quarterback room, this is really mine and Cooper's season. So we got to go in there, prepare, make sure our groups are ready to roll and compete, and most importantly, win the game.
And what do you look for? What do you look for at the end of the day when you say, okay, that's good, I'm happy with that? What is that?
Just running the offense smoothly, getting in and out of the huddle, shifts and motions, no pre-snap penalties, and executing the play. You know, not every play is going to be a home run, not every play is going to be a touchdown. Just managing those good plays and managing kind of when we're in a bad scenario, and not make a bad situation worse.
And when you go back to last year, where you're basically just trying to figure out where the bathroom is, how much of a difference is this year in terms of your knowledge of the offense?
It's a lot different. You know, you're not seeing things for the first time. You're making mistakes and you're learning from them. You're not making the same mistakes over and over again. So, like you said, just being able to spend a year and just be around it 24/7. You know, this is our job. This is all we got is football. All we need to know is who the mic is. That's what they pay us for. So just learning all that for a year and then coming out here and getting to do it again and getting the reps, more and more reps, and feeling comfortable with it. And like you said, being immersed in it for a year really helped.
Mike, how do you remain loose when the coach says this backup job is up for grabs?
That's just the nature of the business. We're all professionals. You got to act as such. You got to prepare as if you're going to be the starter. God forbid something happens, and that's kind of what you got to do in our scenario, mine and Coops. So I think we do a great job of it in the quarterback room. We push each other to get better, and we have those conversations, and we learn from each other.
Sorry, I got in early. How excited are you to kind of get game action?
Very excited. You know, you get to throw actual touchdowns that are worth actual points against someone that's not your team, and they can't scheme up you, and that'll be nice. And it'll just be fun to be out in a game atmosphere with people in a stadium and an NFL game. And I'm pretty sure all of us are real excited.
Kitna was saying to me back and watched last year's game against San Francisco, and you know it's for you and Cooper that everything's quicker for you guys now. Do you sense that? I mean, if you were to go back and watch it, what would you say?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I can tell you with a lot of confidence that we're all different quarterbacks in the quarterback room than what we were week 1 last year in the preseason. So it's going to be fun. I think, like Kitna said to us in the meeting room, it's going to be a completely different game for us. We're going to be able to get in and out of plays, in and out through reads, and deliver the ball. And he told us a story. I'm pretty sure he went like 41 of 52 in one preseason. So he challenged us to try and beat that. So that'll be our goal, but just completions and moving the offense.
And what do you remember? Do you remember your first snap actually coming out to the field, getting in the huddle?
Oh, 100%. I remember.
What do you remember about it?
I remember Joe Looney was my center, so I'm like, okay, this guy's an NFL vet. He knows what to do. God forbid something happens, I'll just ask him. He'll tell me what to do. And they're all like, let's go, Mike. When I got in, and I remember Coop telling me it was just really like college. Just everybody else is really good. So that's so you kind of got to go in with that mindset. Is like, listen, you've played a lot of football before, and just go out there, execute the plays, and get the jitters out of you.
Do you think of what's on the line?
No, not at all. I don't think you can. I think if you do, you'll kind of fold, and you just got to go out there, have fun, and know that at the end of the day, you have your goals in mind that you want to reach. But you got to go out there, cut it loose. More importantly, have fun. You can't play tight, or else you won't play good football.
When you look at in that room, Kitna played forever. Obviously, Kellen was a backup. Coach Garrett the same way. What's the benefit there for you guys to know that they might know what you're going through?
Oh, there's tons of experience from the head coaching down. You know, you got a bunch of quarterbacks. Even our tight end coach was a quarterback at one point. So it feels like it's a coaching staff full of quarterbacks. So there's just a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge that you can pick their brains and learn from. You know, when we're watching tape and Coach Garrett comes in the room, you got some advice from him, some advice from Kellen, some advice from Kitna, and then even Dak will chime in. So you got a lot of meaningful snaps between those guys that me and Coop can learn from, and it's a really good situation for young, up-and-coming guys.
Like you say, you view this as you don't want to put too much weight on it going forward, what you do in a preseason game, but you kind of view it like you were in college where you have homework and you have pop quizzes, but this is going to be graded inordinately a little bit higher just naturally because of what it is.
Right, exactly. Now, don't get me wrong, the game's important and we're going to treat it as such and we want to win, but you gotta treat it, you want to win, not, oh, I want to do well because I got to have a job, and you can't do that or else you're not going to play well, in my opinion. You got to go out there, cut it loose. It's always going to be in the back of your mind, but you got to do a good job of just executing the plays and winning. You know, I don't care if we score every time I'm on the field and it's run plays, that's cool with me because they're worth the same as throwing touchdowns. So that's the attitude I want to go in with, is just getting a smooth sense of operation when I'm in the huddle and score as many touchdowns as we can.
So you're able to separate that, your individual, what it means to you individually versus just the overall, I can do well individually, but if
Right.
we don't win, what does it really
Right,
reflect
I
on
think
me?
that's part of being a professional, because at the end of the day, it is a team sport, but some guys are fighting for roster spots and fighting for getting up the depth chart. But at the end, as a quarterback, it's a team sport and team first. You got to play the position as such, and that's what I want to go and with the mindset this preseason.
I understand the team first mentality, but what are your particular assets that you want to try and highlight and make sure they see in this
Right.
situation?
I think I was just throwing the ball, cutting it loose. I think God gifted me with a pretty good arm, and I want to show it off and spread the ball around and make good decisions and operate the offense as such. I think I've learned a lot as far as my football IQ. I think that was heading into the year is what I really wanted to improve on. I think I made some good throws in the preseason that I could build upon as far as physical, but as far as the mental game is definitely what I wanted to make the biggest leap in.
How many times have you heard Kitna say, just cut it loose?
Oh, all the time. All the time. That's kind of what my mantra was heading into this, is just once the ball snap, have fun and cut it loose. And that's
another mantra is bore me with completions.
Exactly.
So how do you the one says cut it loose and the other says bore me with completions. So how do you jive those two?
Right, you got to pick and choose your times and take controlled shots. And I think Kellen says it best: aggressively take what they give you. You know, you don't need to throw the furthest route on every route concept every time, but when it's there, cut it loose. If you think you make confident, my biggest thing headed into it is I wanted to make confident throws. I didn't want to second guess myself. When it was time to cut it loose, you know, it might be into a read that we weren't specifically supposed to throw, but if we complete it, no one's really going to say anything to you. So I just wanted to make confident throws and play confident football.